Why do our joints sometimes snap, crackle, and pop like this? Hi, it's Brodie from Be Mobile. Now, as a physiotherapist, I get asked about funny joint noises all the time. Snapping, cracking, popping, crunching, grinding, I've heard it all. I bet you've got a body part that makes noises like that too. Now, sometimes clients make quite lighthearted jokes about it, but in some cases, people can be genuinely concerned. So in this video, I'm going to talk about what those joint noises are and what they mean. The name we physiotherapists give to these joint noises is crepitus. Crepitus is the palpable or audible grating, cracking or popping sound in and or around a joint that is produced by motion. Some people associate crepitus with degeneration of the joint and worry that any movement that's creating that sound is going to be causing further damage. But you needn't be worried. This isn't the case. Crepitus is extremely common and normal. In fact, in one study, over 99% of subjects had knee crepitus but didn't have any knee pain or symptoms at all. But what exactly causes that noise? Well, most of our joints have cartilage on the end of each bone that slides over each other as the joint moves. As well as this, the joint is enclosed in a capsule, and inside that capsule is synovial fluid, which is the joint's lubricating fluid. When we are young, the cartilage is very smooth, but throughout our life, it gets a little bit rougher. And this is very normal. Just like our hair, skin, and teeth change throughout our life, so do our joints. Now, as that slightly rougher cartilage moves over itself, it can create some of those cracking and crunching noises that we're used to hearing. As well as this, the synovial fluid inside the joint can trickle and bubble its way through that slightly rougher cartilage, which just adds to the symphony. On top of all of this, there's various tendons, ligaments, and bony bumps in and around our joints, and all of that can lead to these cracking, snapping, and popping noises as the joint moves, all of which is completely normal. What about those loud cracks or pops, like when you crack your knuckles, or a chiropractor or physiotherapist cracks your back? What's happening there? Well, firstly, it's not the joints going in and out of place. Our joints don't do that easily, and when they do, it's a dislocation and a serious medical issue. So what is the sound? Well, we talked about that synovial fluid within the joints. The physics is a little bit complicated, but when you're cracking a knuckle or a back, you're stretching the joint past its normal range of motion. This creates a negative pressure space within that joint, which basically causes gas bubbles in that synovial fluid to form and then pop, which can create the sound. This is why usually you can't crack that same joint again for a little while, because those gases need time to dissolve back into that synovial fluid. So those cracking of joints is really just gas bubbles popping inside the lubricating fluid. In summary, all the joint snap, crackles and pops that you're used to hearing are very normal and nothing to be concerned about. They shouldn't dissuade you from exercising and from using that joint in any way you want to. Now, if you do have crepitus associated with pain, instability, or some other symptoms, it can be a good idea to get that checked out with a health professional. But lastly, remember that all joints, even ones that may have arthritis or some other pain condition, still benefit from exercise and movement, which helps to keep the joints strong and healthy. Learn more about your body and how you can live a fit, strong, and active life by subscribing to our channel and checking out the other videos there.